Good morning, everyone. It's Brenda Quintana here, and it's Tuesday, and it's Casing Tuesday day, and it is freezing here today. I live in the Boston area, and today it is, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit because I'm a Celsius girl myself, but it's minus 15 outside and it is so cold. I have my space heater right here, right by my feet because I'm that cold. And this morning we didn't walk outside. My husband and I was going for a morning walk, but I didn't skip my walk. We have a treadmill. So I went for a walk on the treadmill, which isn't quite as nice, but a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do to get her morning exercise in because when I walk in the morning, I feel really good all day. So it's just kind of my way to jumpstart my day. So are there any other walkers out there like me? I'm a really avid walker. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your walking status is. Well, anyway, today is Casing Tuesday, and that's the day when we take a card out of the catalog and we give it a makeover. Or you can copy the card exactly. And we have a Facebook group, so you are welcome to join us and share your card with us. You can do it on your own and not share it. You can do it and check out all of our creations. We have a group of bloggers that work with us, and they create cards every single week. And way back in the day, my team member Catalina started Casing Tuesday, and I jumped in about a year after she started. And we have this group. I don't know. We've been going for many years now, and so this is a really cool group that keeps on growing. And we have a card that we share with you that you can base your card off of, and then we have a sketch. Ellie says, hello Ellie. Ellie says it's 2 degrees here. And that's Fahrenheit, and I don't know what that translates to in Celsius. My brain only works in Celsius. I can kind of do Fahrenheit when it's in above freezing, but as soon as it gets below freezing, the Fahrenheit scale is all messed up. I think I love that Celsius is like at 0. Like the freezing point is at 0 because it makes a lot of sense to me. But in Fahrenheit, the freezing point is 32 degrees, and then it just messes me up after that. So anyway, it is cold, and it's probably cold for Ellie, who lives in New York too. So yes, we are cold up here today, but thank goodness for space heaters and down is all I can say. All right, I'm going to share with you today's card. Let's have a look. It is, where are you? Right here. There's today's card. And the sketch for this card, we made it into a regular size card. But if you look at this card carefully, you'll notice it looks kind of long and skinny. I don't think it's quite what we call a slimline card, but it's almost a slimline card. So I just made mine into a slimline card. So if you go to my blog post, you will see the measurements I use for my slimline card, which will differ from the sketch, the sketch is here. There's the sketch. So this will just kind of give you some base measurements to work with if you're new, or if you want to copy the card more closely to the original. But let's take a look at this card. It's kind of cute, isn't it? It's it can be a Valentine's card, but that little greeting, happy to have you in my life, makes it kind of an all-purpose card because you can send that for any occasion. And hearts, they just stand for love, and that's not just for Valentine's Day. But that is not my card. I want to show you what my card is. There we go. I'm going to switch over to my other camera, and then I can show you what my card is for today. Here we are. Okay, here it is. Look at, it's ladybugs. I love ladybugs. They are a symbol of good luck. And so I love the greeting, may your greatest wish come true. And then on the inside, you have happy birthday. And I use that big happy birthday from the Biggest Wish stamp set because this is a big card. Now, if you love to write on the inside of cards, there is a lot of space to write on the inside of a slimline card. But if you're like me and you're not as eloquent with the written word, you might need a smaller space. So this is a perfect thing. You put the happy birthday in the center and then you have less room to write, which is really what I need. It's not that I don't want to express my feelings, but it's just that I don't express them in words very well. I'm not very verbose, never have been, or not verbose. I guess in the written word, I'm not sure what that is, but I've never been really good at writing long things. So I like to keep my greetings a little short. So having that big greeting on the inside makes it really easy. And I'm going to show you how to make this card. And look at the fun little ladybugs. It's so cute and easy because we have a punch for that. So let's talk first about, this is the Hello Ladybug. It's new in our catalog right now. And when you purchase the stamp set and the punch together, you can save 10%. And so it's a great little deal to get them both together. And it's just so cute. You can use the stamp set to, stamp the polka dots after you've punched things out. So it's just a nice thing to use in combination together. Then the other things that I used, the Biggest Wish stamp set is a really great stamp set for your general big greetings. I love how they take up a lot of space on a card. And then I'm using the tailored tag punch as well to punch out the greeting in the front. Okay, let's get started. So let's start off talking about the card base. I made a slimline card. So I'm going to start off with a piece of cardstock that measures 8.5 inches by 8 inches. And then I put this in my scoring tool, or you can do this on your trimmer too, lined up at the 4-inch mark, and I scored at 4 inches. So it's scored perfectly in half on the 8-inch side. So your card base front ends up being 8.5 inches by 4 inches. And this will fit in an envelope, the same kind of envelope your bills come in, that size of envelope. And we also sell right now slimline envelopes, but when you know it, I forgot to order them. So in a future video, I will make sure that I pull them out when I do my next slimline card, but I did put them in my supply list for you. So if you want to take a look at them in the online store, if you need slimline envelopes, they're kind of cool. They open up on one end rather than your typical kind of opening with when you do a bill, it's usually the openings of a flap up here, but this time with our slimline envelopes, there's a flap over on the side, which is a little different, and I love that. Okay, that's a lot of talking. So then I used I have forgotten the name of the paper, and I can grab it right here. This is the paper that I used. It's called Sweet Talk. I just remember the name. Sweet Talk Designer Series paper, which is typically a Valentine's paper, but it's got the backs of the paper are all neutral, so you can use it at all different times. And you can see I've used a lot of this paper already. I love it. It's such a pretty Valentine paper, and it's a good all-purpose paper too. Works really great for birthdays. And I cut myself a little piece. This one measures 8 inches by 1.5 inches. And I'm just going to take, isn't this a pretty pattern on the back? I hate to put glue on it, but I'm going to do it. I'm just going to put glue on the back of this piece. And let me pick it up and not put glue on my fingers. And I'll just center it on the front of my card, side to side, top to bottom, as close as you can get. All right, and that's kind of the base of my card. All the little ladybugs are going to sit on there. So now we're going to need the ladybug punch. We're going to need some black cardstock, and we're going to need some cardstock in some different colors. And we're going to need some pearl jewels, and these are, I'm going to use these for the eyes, and I'm going to just go ahead and make some eyes right now and let them dry for a moment. When this is Stampin' Blends, it's basic black dark, and it's an alcohol based marker, so it will stay permanent on different things like embellishments. And I have some pearl jewels right here, and they are the smallest ones. And okay, I have to tell you, I dropped my basic black marker, so after I dropped it, I have trouble. It kind of comes out like this. So I can just pull out my marker top like this and put it in like that. And now I can just color, go ahead and color. So if you have any that break, you can always, it's my fault because I dropped it on hard floor. You can also, if they get stuck in there, just grab some pliers and pull it out. Mine's fairly easy to pull out now. So I need to color 8 of these, and I'm just putting a little black dot on the tops of these little pearls. And those are, I'm just creating little eyeballs, because when I punch these don't have little eyes, and I think they look cuter with eyes. So you can just set those little guys aside. You can see them right there. Okay, let's do some punching. And first I'm going to punch some bodies. So let me punch. I need 4 bodies for the front. Hope that's not too loud for you guys. So it's nice and quick and easy. It's a little faster than die cutting. And I was going to do a die cut for the greeting for the front of the card, but I decided that this card was going to be all punches. You wouldn't need a die cut machine for this card. So then we're going to do some wings. So I've got Pool Party. I've got So Saffron. I've got Blushing Bride. And I'm going to get some Highland Heather. All right, those are the little wings. I'm done punching. And now I'm going to need some ink pads. So let me line all of these up. And I've got, this is my little polka dot stamp. So I'm going to just take each one in turn. Gorgeous Grape ink. I'm going to stamp on the Highland Heather, purple on purple. Then I've got my chamois over on the side here. It's really kind of gross looking. Don't put it on camera too often, but it is just it's our perfect little tool for cleaning our stamps. It's a chamois, and you just add water to it, and then it cleans your stamps really, really well. And but it looks really, really awful. But that's okay. It cleans the stamps really, really, really well. So I'm using Bermuda Bay next on the Pool Party. You don't want to muddy up your ink colors, so it's really good to clean your stamps in between using them. And then we've got Real Red. Just building these little fun ladybugs quickly. If you use black, you could make these a lot faster and not have the color changes in between, but I wanted to kind of make these be fun ladybugs, so hence the different color changes. I should have added a little bit more water to my chamois. It's a little dry in spots, but I'm finding some wet spots. My chamois. I just let it dry, and it actually I usually just need to add water to it once a day when I'm stamping. I stamp almost every day. Sometimes it dries out and it gets all kind of hard, and then you just have to like add water to it and it will rejuvenate. Okay, so now we've got our little ladybugs, and I'm just going to take each of these and put a little dot right up at the top. You don't want to put Tombow too far down because the wings hang off and you don't want that glue to get all over the place. So I just actually put some right near the top of the ladybug, and I line it up with the head, and then I just press down on the 2 spots where I have glue. And like that. These are just so fun to build. All right. Okay, one more. And there we got the little wings. They're looking so cute already. Okay, and now, where did I stick my pearl jewels? And I'm just going to take each of these little pearls and drop them onto the ladybug heads. Come here. And if you had googly eyes, you could use googly eyes too. But pearl jewels are something that Stampin' Up! Currently has in its collection. And I have it sitting right next to my desk, so it's very easy to make little eyes with a black Stampin' blend very quickly. Well, ladybugs need to have eyes. All right. Aren't they cute? Cute little ladybugs. All right, so let's bring in our card, and we're going to start to arrange everything on the card before we glue it down. So just kind of do that. See, isn't that cute already? And then we're going to need a greeting for the front. And I'm just going to take some Memento ink. And this greeting right here says, "May your greatest wish come true." It's included in the Ladybug Bundle, the Hello Ladybug Bundle. So I'm just going to stamp this. And then I'm going to use the Tailor Tag punch to punch it out. All right. And that one will go right here. And on my original card, I tied this earlier. I did a little white bow, but I kind of thought maybe I want to change the color and see if I like a colored bow better. So let me just take this scrap piece of cardstock, and I think I want to turn it into Highland Heather. And this is the Highland Heather Dark. So I'm just going to brush this ink on here and see if I like having a purple bow versus a white bow. I don't know. After I photographed the card, I thought, that white bow looks a little bland. So I decided I'm going to give it a little whirl, see if I like purple better. And I love that I can change things out with a blend. This crinkled ribbon, it's called Crinkled Seam Binding Ribbon, is very nice. It colors really nicely and it ties really nicely. And it's actually really kind of fun to mail. Oh, I see a little bit more of a white spot right there. It's great to mail because it is such a light ribbon. It doesn't make a big bump in your card. So let's just let that dry for a moment and see if we like putting that together. Okay, so we are going to add our little ladybugs now. I'll just put a little bit of Tombow on the body. And I just have them facing kind of different directions off of this strip. they can just go in all different kind of directions. And then this greeting right here, I'll just kind of plop it down right about here. And then, where did my little bow go? All right. Yeah, I think I like the little purple bow. That just adds a little bit to it. So I'm going to, for the bow, I found that mini glue dots sometimes don't stick long term with bows. So I'm going to use tear and tape, which has a little bit more surface area to stick. So I'm just going to use a little tear and tape on the two loop backs, and I think that just helps stick things down a little bit more long term. Okay, just tuck that under and put that right there. Little purple bow, very cute. Okay, so now for the inside, I've got a piece of basic white, and this measures 7 3/4 inches by 3.5 inches. I've cut myself a little piece of paper that is the same pattern as the outside, and this one measures 7 3/4 inches by 1/4 inch. And then I'll take my happy birthday and I put it on a big eye block. I lined it up so it was straight, and I'm going to use a gorgeous grape ink. Tamp that down. And just add that centered on the front. Give it a good press because it's a big stamp. There we go. And then I'm just going to add, I think I'm going to add the Tombow to this paper, right, or to the cardstock, because the paper is so light it's going to be hard to do. So then I'm just going to take this and just line it up with the bottom. It's just going to give it a little bit of color. Okay, this out of the way. And then I went ahead earlier and I did another extra little ladybug. You could put eyeballs on this ladybug, but I'm going to leave it without eyeballs. And I'll just add it right there, just to kind of finish off the inside piece. And then I'll take this and just put a little bit of Tombow around the edge. And come down, and I'll just center this on the inside of the card. Like that. And so now you have a nice little thing on the inside too. Isn't that cute? So I'm not sure what I like better, if I like the little white bow or the one with the little purple bow better, or if I could have used a different color as well. The white bow blends in a little bit more and the purple bow pops a little bit more. I don't know, what do you think? Would you leave it white or would you color it with Stampin' Blends? I don't know. I'm always kind of ambiguous as to whether or not to go pop with more color or less color. So let me know what you think, and I'm going to come back over. I am here. All right. Okay. I am going to read some of your comments off. Oh, and just before I forget, we are during celebration right now from January to February, to the end of February, you can earn free products with every $50 or $100 you spend. So it's a great time to place an order. I also have a free with purchase tutorial. And I have actually just left my little boxes outside my craft room, but my free with purchase tutorial this month is a candy envelope. You don't have to choose that one. I have other ones to choose from, but if you spend at least $15 with me, you can choose that tutorial or another one. And then for my host code gift of the month, and let me pop up my host code right here. There's my host code gift. I've been using these a lot. I'm sending you next month, if you use a host code and spend $50, I am going to be sending these iridescent rhinestones. These are wonderful, and you can see how they're sparkling right now. They are so much fun to put on cards and add a little bit of opalescent bling to your card without overtaking your card. So it is a great little gift for the month. And then of course the celebration rewards kick in as well. So it's a really great time to be rewarded for an order. So let me say hello to everyone. I already said hello to Ellie. Good morning, Deborah. Deborah's in Virginia, but she's also very chilly and has sun, which is good. We have beautiful sun here too, but brr, is it ever cold out there. Good morning, Betty from Oregon. Thank you for sharing the video, Betty. Betty says she likes the purple ladybug. Aw, well, thank you. I thought having different colors like rainbow ladybugs would be fun, you know, on a card, just to make it a little bit. I do traditional colors a lot, but I just wanted to just do some fun different colors, especially with this paper with the rainbow stripes in the paper. I thought it was just a lot of fun to pull some of the colors out of there and just have a little fun with it. Let's see. Good morning, Amy. And Amy likes the purple bow. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad I did a purple bow then. And, you know, you can change it to whatever color you want. You know, you can change it to a pink bow, a yellow bow, a blue bow, whatever you like. Linda really likes the card. Thank you. Betty says a purple bow or a bright yellow bow to pop the color. Yeah, yellow might have been nice too. So, Linda says she likes the card just the way it is. Deborah says she prefers the purple bow. Betty says, what does a candy envelope look like, Brenda? Okay, I will go and grab it. It's just outside my door. Just let me go grab them. I was trying to clean up a little bit too much, and so I put them on. I have a little credenza outside my room, and that's where I put all my 3D items because they can just take over your space. So here are some. You know what? I'm gonna move my camera to my down camera so I can share these all with you. So this is not meant to be mailed, okay? But it is meant to act like an envelope, and you can put candy inside here. And I also made these little address labels on there, and you can see that little dashed line. That is for if you want to put the recipient's name on, just write it in. I thought this would be good like for maybe coworkers, or also for kids at school if you have to give out, if you do little candy exchanges or envelope card exchanges. I remember when our son was little, we would do, not for all grades, but I think in kindergarten, they had to do kind of a little exchange of cards. And so this would be kind of a cute thing. And that way your child can write the name on there. But basically it's a little envelope. It looks like this. I put a little heart on the back. You can decorate it up however you want, and then you put candy inside. So I tried it with a few different types of candy. York peppermint patties fit in there. They have a Valentine's theme one. I've got some, where are they? I've got some Valentine's Kit Kats. These little guys here, 4 of these little guys, I've got 3 here, but 4 of these actually will fit inside here. Okay, like that. Okay, and then you just tuck in the little envelope like this. Okay, and so it's a nice little packaging for that. Or also Ghirardelli squares fit in here nicely. I'm sure there's other candy that fits, but I just grabbed 3 different types of candy and they fit really well. They really take up the space nicely inside the box. So it's a nice little fit. And then you just decorate them up however you want. If you want to, you can make them right out of designer series paper, out of a 6x6 piece. Or for these other ones, I just did regular cardstock and then I cut a piece of designer series paper for the front. And then just a little heart on here on a dimensional kind of acts as a stamp. So they're just kind of cute little favors. And that's my free with purchase tutorial for this month. But you, like I said, you can choose whatever tutorial you like. You don't have to choose that particular one, but I just wanted to give you a different kind of Valentine one. Betty says, love these. I wish I still had little kids in elementary school. These would be wonderful for classrooms. Yeah, they would. I loved Nicholas's kindergarten, where he went to kindergarten, because they celebrated all the holidays, and it was fun to, you know, do little things for the classroom for all the different holidays. It just was so much fun. And but you know what? Let's celebrate adults too. Adults, we tend to get into our own little world, and you'd be surprised how much joy a little bit of candy can bring to an adult. And just it's not, when it's Valentine's, it's not like so much that you love someone, it's that you appreciate someone, you know. And I think that's kind of the theme on these. And the nice things, these are not overly lovey, like the little labels on here, 1 2 3 Candy Lane, and then Love Lee USA, you know. And so it's kind of a fun thing. I also did labels for Canadians, and the Canadian ones are the same except for the postcode is XOXOXO, because that's the way they do numbers and letters interchanged in their postal code. So I have a different set of labels for Canadians if you are in Canada. Now, if you're in Canada, you cannot earn the tutorial from me for free with a purchase, but you can purchase the tutorial in my online store. I hope that makes sense. All right. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you stay warm if you are in a chilly part of the country today. And I will be back here on Friday with another tutorial for you. I do my Friday tutorials live on YouTube at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you will join me there. Have a great week, guys. Bye-bye.